Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Nez Porter. We're gonna build a trap on this. You see, there's a hole there. That's a copper pipe in the wall coming off of a cast iron. But we're gonna put a PVC on the outside of it. So I want to show you how we do it. I'm gonna set that camera right there and put my supply line on that side. This one is too short, so I gotta get a longer one, which is not too hard to do. We'll do that later. I sized up my pipe. I'm gonna cut this off completely. Okay, get the pipe cut off, get off the burrs. Always clean the burrs on the pipe. Always get rid of the burrs. Very important. All burrs end up being the pipe. I might as well thread this up there since I'm already here. Put a little pipe dope on this and thread this right up in there. Can't hurt. Just slip all the threads. Any pipe thread sealer will work. Just something to give it a good seal. Okay, just gonna line up on that. Make sure I'm square. Always take your time. Make sure you don't cross thread. If you feel like it's going in too tight, then take it out and reposition. Now this here, you just gotta snug it by hand. Don't have to be no gorilla tighten. Just tighten it till it bottoms out, and with two hands give it a good snug. That's all you need. You're not trying to over tighten that bad boy. That's plenty of tightness right there. I decided in order for my trap to work the right way with my Desenko or my adapter. And here I got the adapter, which is gonna fit on this bad boy like that. Adapter goes on there. This is gonna go to there to here. So we're actually, why are we off centered? We are off centered here. That brings you too far out. So if that brings you that far out, if I go this way, that should bring me in. All right, so I can go this way. Push that all the way in. And that should give me my right. Let's see how that works. The bottom line is I don't want to be too far. Too far away from it either. I want to try to land this dead center if I can. So if I'm like this, and I angle my trap like that, would I be dead centered? Looks like I will be. I think I'll be dead centered if I do it like that. Yeah, so the trap's gonna have a slight angle to it. So now, I know inside here is about the length of my fingertip, the length of my fingertip here. So look at two lengths of fingertips here. So here and here. I'm gonna cut it right there. Let's see where we're at. Okay, always get the burrs off. Remember to always get the burrs. You don't never want any burrs on PVC, copper, or any pipe. Always get the burrs. Inner and outer burrs. Always get the burrs. All you do is develop like some kind of sharp object with some kind of angle right on the edge of it. And this is all dry fitting right now. We're not doing any solid gluing. Just want to get an idea of where we're going to land this trap at. And put that straight. And if that's going to fit there, I think it's going to give me straight center. look like I'm sent straight down. If I look at this pipe here, that's gonna give me my straight drop, so that's good. Now my next thing is I'm gonna cut a piece of pipe to fill that void in right there. So this is gonna be my length right here. Pretty much right there and there. So I'll cut that off right there. Cut that off. Get all the burrs off. I always get these burrs off because these burrs are very important. Now this is all dry fitting. We're just dry fitting everything so we know what's gonna fit once we glue it. Okay, so all this theoretically is gonna be just like that. Once I snug it up, that's how my trap's gonna be, just right there, which is perfect. Straighten it out a little bit. So first things first, I'm gonna glue this piece that's inside the pipe first. So the piece that's going inside the drain, I'm gonna clean one end with my PVC purple primer, and then I'm gonna, matter of fact, clean both ends. Just take a little bit. And be careful not to get this nowhere but where you want it, because this stuff is very messy. This purple primer is tough to clean. Once it's on something, it's tough to get off. So what I'm doing, I'm cleaning all my ends with the purple primer. Clean all the ends. Get all the grease, get all the oils, get all the labeling off the. So that's how it looks. You clean it with the purple primer first. Even clean inside this ankle. Clean it. Now once you cleaned all the ends that you need, every single end that you need, clean every single one of them. Don't stop at one. You might as well clean them all. Get the burrs out. This one has burrs on it. You could glue with the burrs, but the burrs will make you have a problem in the future. You have stuff that gets caught in your pipe, you know. If it's a supply pipe with water or something, you get some kind of turbulence or whistling inside it. So it's best to get it all off. So I'm gonna clean this too. Clean one. I'm only going to clean one end of this one, because the other end is going into the rubber boot. So I'm only cleaning one end of this, if you see that. So now I got all my ends clean. Just one end here that's not clean. I'm gonna clean that end too. I have to clean them all. Like I said, it can't hurt to clean them all. You already got the can of primer open, so you might as well utilize it. Can't hurt to clean every single fitting. Now the catch to it is I'm gonna glue them one by one. When I say one by one, it's fit, glue, fit, glue, fit, glue. Just like that. So you could put lines on them. Some people put the whole thing together, put lines on them, then re-glue them over again. I'm just gonna do a different method, so you can see how I do it. Now that little nub, that little small nub, this little nub here is the first piece I'm starting with. This piece here is going to the back of this. So that's gonna glue right into this. So I'm gonna put glue on both sides. Don't be stingy with the glue. Just put enough glue on it to really touch. So you see I'm rubbing the glue around it, being generous with it. See over here, nice and generous with the glue. Do the edges inside, very good. Now take the two, push them together, nice and tight. Give it like a small quarter turn. That way you know it's in there. Hold it in there for about 30 seconds. Hold it in there nice and tight. Get a piece of paper towel and wipe off the excess if you have any.
Hey, Dad, how you doing? You okay? You need a hand?
I'm doing pretty good, just putting the trap together now.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna wrap this up in a few. Once you get the game plan, you're good to go. So clean up the axis of this. Now I got something to base this off of. Stick that in there just like that. Make sure it's facing down nice and smooth. Now that's gonna be my zone right there. Tighten this up. One thing I'm gonna need is a longer flex line for the other side. But that's
Silence is on the way. Keep your hand. Get out of there.
got it.
Good afternoon, Ron. 7C is scheduled for tomorrow. Is that correct? That's correct.
I'll put my
Being there, knocking on the door about 9 o'clock.
I'll glue this piece
Too
up.
early?
Glue up my Desenko. And my other
Don't
piece.
come late, I'm perfect. Copy that.
Glue this together to give this a good solid push. Now once you get this in, it's all a matter of pivoting the pipe the right way. Now that's in there. So that's gonna go over this one. And this adjusts up any height you want it to go. So that's gonna be fine. Now this is where you make the two connections right there. So which is pretty easy. So I'm gonna do this one first, and then the other one is just gonna slip right in. Glue both sides. Make sure you glue both sides. Glue this side. Glue this side. I'm gonna push this in for like another 30 seconds. Give it a little quarter turn. Always make sure it's in. So now I got my last and final piece. This is when I shove this into that. So when I do this, I want to make sure I'm in there. So I'm gonna get this started just like that. And get as close as I can get it, and then shove it in. And that's gonna complete my trap. So let me get down low, because I'm gonna use some upper body strength to push it up and hold it. Because I'm gonna be trying to push up while pushing down at the same time. So here we go. Get this in there. Get that up nice and looby. Now push this. That's not good. I have to move this camera out the way while I push